All right, let's go there, ladies. Let's do it. Let's talk hormones, eating, cravings, all the good stuff that happens for a lot of us once a month. For some of my clients, it's an ongoing issue because right now they're in perimenopause, or, most of them are in perimenopause, and they're really struggling with the cravings, right? I get this wild craving for sugar, for salt. And again, for those of you that are having consistent normal cycles, this might just be 1 week out of the month. For other people, it is a monthly thing. So let's talk about kind of how we need to think about this differently. So I was on the phone with my coaching client. She said, I got hit with these amazing cravings, Heather, yesterday, and all I wanted was a Coke and pizza rolls. And that was what she had for lunch. And I said to her, well, what was your plan for lunch? Because, a lot of times people have their lunches planned out. She goes, well, I didn't have one. And what we have to remember when it comes to hormones, we are being our wants and what we want for our outcomes and our goals is being overridden by hormones, okay? We have to be good stewards of our body and sometimes do what's in our best interest, and I call it dropping your anchor. I learned about this concept when I was working on my binge eating behaviors, that when I dropped my anchor in the water, I tended to fare better with desires to binge eat. It's also proven to be extremely helpful for me as I transition through perimenopause. So what do I mean by dropping the anchor, Heather? What is this? So imagine you're a boat, you're out in the ocean, and your hormones are the raging storm that comes about at different times, the turbulent sea, as it would be, okay? And your boat is trying to get to a destination. You want to achieve a weight loss goal, you want to get to a health goal, and every time these storms happen, you get knocked off course big time. Maybe you're eating a bag of chips, maybe you're drinking a Coke, maybe you're doing these things. What we have to remember is to set our anchor in the water. That is your most important thing that you need to do on a daily basis. What is the anchor, you say? It's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and those have got to happen consistently and with about 20 to 30 grams of protein and enough fiber to leave you feeling physically satiated. For most of us, that's going to be somewhere around 7 to 8 grams at each meal. For most women, they're shooting for 25 to 30 grams each day. The reason this is essential is because those hormones are going to hit you and you're going to have cravings. Like, you're not going to get away from that. But what you say to yourself in that moment, so let's go back to my client with the pizza rolls and the soda. What would have happened in a perfect situation is she would have said, all right, I got my planned lunches that I know work for me. They're between 20 and 30 grams of protein. There's a lot of fiber in there. I'm going to sit down and eat that first, and then I'm going to wait 20 minutes. And if I still want the Coke after I've had that anchor meal, I will allow myself to have it and I'll just track it. What I will tell you now, having done this personally, having had other coaching clients do it, when you eat that satisfying meal that has that 20 to 30 grams of protein, hopefully somewhere around 7 to 8 grams of fiber, and you sit down and you eat a nice full plate of food, often you won't want the thing you're craving, or it won't be that plus all this other stuff, right? So maybe you can just get away with the Coke, but you don't also have the pizza rolls. I've seen this play out over and over and over again. What we do is we let the cravings drive our decision making for lunch, and then we rationalize it and we say, well, I really want to hit this calorie goal. I can make the pizza and the soda work, but I can't eat anything else, or I shouldn't have anything else. So we let go of the anchoring meal to bring on the meal that will satisfy our hormonal cravings. And then that creates a perpetual negative spiral, because guess what? Your body still wants the protein. It still wants the fiber. It still wants to get all that good nutrition in, and you're not giving it to it. So it's still sending out signals. It wants more. It wants more. So then later on that same day, she shared with me, she got potato chips and she had some other things, and she was between salty and sugar. And what I often see is if we hit those anchoring meals every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 20 to 30 grams of protein, hopefully around 7-8 grams of fiber per meal, what will start to happen is stability. You still will have cravings. It doesn't get rid of cravings. What it does is it puts you in a better position of power to make better decisions for yourself in sight of those cravings hitting you. If you're hungry and you're not fed correctly, those cravings don't go away. They just keep coming. They keep coming. And that's how you get into those days of completely off eating. So for those of you that are struggling with all this hormonal stuff, just try it. Write down 5 to 10 go-to breakfast, 5 to 10 go-to lunches, 5 to 10 go-to dinners that you enjoy, that you like the taste of, that somehow hit that 20 to 30 grams of protein, that allow you to get in your 25 to 30 grams of fiber for the day. Just hit those. When the cravings happen, wait the 20 minutes after you've eaten your anchoring meal. And then if you still want it, have it, but track it. Pay attention. See how it feels in your body. The cool thing about eating a craving food 20-ish minutes after eating an anchor meal, okay, is that it doesn't wreak as much havoc. Because what she told me was when she drank the soda, in the moment it tasted delicious, she loved it, but then she felt herself crash afterwards, like a sugar crash. If you've loaded up on 20 to 30 grams of protein and fiber, you still might feel a little off, but it won't be as impactful. And it'll pass through you differently than if that's all you consumed. So please do try it. I think it will help you a lot. This is how I typically eat, and it does make a world of difference. Eating those anchoring meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it doesn't mean you don't have treats. It doesn't mean you don't have an off day here and there. That's not what we're talking about. But you really understand, if you've been battling hormonal issues, how those can really hit you and knock you off. This will keep you more steady in that ocean of turbulence, so that way you can make better decisions. So just to recap, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 20 to 30 grams of protein, 7 to 8 grams of fiber at each meal, focusing on nice big volume of food to feel physically satisfied, and then 20-minute pause. Still want the thing that you're craving? Have it, just track it. You guys have a great day. I hope this video was helpful. If you know other women in perimenopause, they're struggling with these changes hormonally, or if you yourself are, please just feel free to share this information, help other people. Changing how I've eaten over time has helped me lose the 170 pounds and keep it off since 2012. I didn't know this stuff then. I just ate based off what I liked and what I wanted. I really didn't understand what my body needed or wanted. And by making these changes, it's helped me so much. So I'm excited to share this with you. So please do like and subscribe. All right, I will talk to you guys soon.